Qantas achieved a historic result today, not one to be envied, mind. Its first annual loss as a public company. Qantas lost $245 million last financial year, a product of record fuel costs, industrial disputes and steep losses in its international business. The airline has also been forced to cancel an order for new Boeing Dreamliners. Simon Palin reports.
Alan Joyce has become used to delivering bad news. Now the Qantas boss has delivered the airline's first annual loss since it was privatised 17 years ago. Qantas has posted a full-year net loss of $245 million, thanks in part to industrial disputes and an international division being squeezed by intense competition.
We're focusing on making sure we turn the business around so that we can start growing Qantas International.
It's difficult to make money internationally. You're facing competition from lower cost airlines, government subsidised airlines, you've got high fuel costs, you've got soft economies overseas.
Unions say the loss can be blamed on the failure of the Qantas board.
The aviation industry deserves better from what is supposed to be the premium airline in our country.
In a bid to get back in the black, Qantas has embarked on a restructuring program that will cut 2,800 jobs. It's slashing some of its loss-making routes, and now it's announced the cancellation of 35 new Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft.
Given lower growth requirements in this uncertain global context, firm commitments for 35 787-9s will be cancelled.
This is good for their books, good for their bottom line.
But big risks remain for Qantas. There's rising competition in the domestic market and a rising fuel bill. Last year, fuel cost Qantas $4.3 billion. One former Qantas chief economist has some advice on how the airline can cut its fuel bill.
They need to get rid of their fuel hedging because it's too risky. And they need to take better advantage of a stronger Australian dollar when the oil price goes up. And they need to reduce the volume of their fuel consumption and improve the fuel efficiency of their aircraft.
Qantas has said recently it's in talks with several airlines, including Emirates, about potential alliances to expose Qantas to new passengers. But no new light was shed on that today.
You know, if they are to tie up with a carrier, Emirates is just a special. And if they don't try and grab onto Emirates, they'd be crazy. They're the best carrier for them. They've got 31 points in Europe. Qantas has 2. Qantas can't penetrate the European business by just flying the 2 points in Europe directly.
But I absolutely believe that a deal with Emirates will be done, be announced before the end of the year, and it'll be a major, comprehensive deal.
Despite the annual loss, Qantas shares ended the day more than 2.5% higher.